And here he is, master of the 619, WWE Hall of Famer. Just a few days now removed from the next AAA Worlds Collide that's going down on Friday, immediately after SmackDown. You'll be able to watch it live on YouTube. Rey Mysterio, welcome to the Raw Recap, man.
Thank you guys very much. Always a pleasure talking to you and seeing you, even though it's not in person, but I get to see your faces right here. Thank you very much.
Well, I wish we could see your face too. It is covered in a mask. But
Never.
but man, I mean, you know that I have been following your career. And, you know, I remember specifically sitting down to talk about it in the biography that A&E did a while back. And them saying, when was the first time you were exposed to Rey Mysterio? And I remembered specifically AAA When Worlds Collide, 1994, like that show, the idea, right, that not only is Worlds Collide back in such a way that we're now already like on our second Worlds Collide show in this iteration, but the WWE and AAA have this partnership that you're representing. You're going as a representative now of WWE and AAA in this sort of new era. I mean, it has to be surreal for you, to say the least.
Incredible. Like this is a futuristic moment that I'm living in right now. Like I was mentioning to you earlier, I never saw this move coming to eventually see WWE TKO purchase a Mexican company by the name of AAA, which is the company that pretty much gave birth to Rey Mysterio. Very first time being on national television. I remember very clearly in Veracruz in 1992. And to see this evolution of the sport to where we're at now is just unbelievable. The opportunity, not only for the upcoming talent, for the talent that is the roster that is build AAA to where it's at now, now have the opportunity to eventually merge into either NXT, Raw, SmackDown, you name it. So it's a very exciting moment that not only us as superstars we're living, but the fans are enjoying very, very much.
Yeah, man. And you see, like, even going back to Triple Mania, you see moments like Finn Balor bringing out Demonito. You see, like, all of these incidents, right, of WWE superstars going to AAA. And instead of doing historically what has been a thing, which is bringing WWE into AAA and trying to make luchadors be a little bit more WWE, these shows feel so much more like WWE superstars are going in and learning lucha. And I think WWE fans are watching this and finally kind of understanding what contemporary lucha is all about.
I think Conan said it best one time. He said, finally, lucha libre is now being exposed worldwide. This is the big opportunity that he one day envisioned, and that now it's happening. And I'm so happy that he's a part of this because I mentioned to the fans at Triple Mania something that me and him had spoken about. When Dom had gotten his early start here with the company, he said the one thing that I'm missing is to eventually, be able to work with my godson, you, and us three together in the same company. I've lived many moments with Conan, but now to see that come in full circle and to see the excitement and just the emotion that is running through his head as I look at him dead in the eyes is just incredible because he's so passionate about lucha libre and he's so passionate about the fans because this needed to come to a position where it is now. Let the whole world visualize and realize what lucha libre is all about, and here we are.
Yeah, I was looking over the card, and I'm sure, Megan, you want to talk about the card, but like one of the matches that like jumps out at me immediately is the fact that you got the AAA Tag Team Championship match, which
Yep.
is New Day, who again, New Day is one of these teams that is a tried and true. That's a WWE team. And the idea of it's 2025 and we get to go in and on this AAA show see Psycho Clown and Pagano versus the New Day in a championship match is nuts
Crazy.
to me.
It's
Nuts.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've been following Psycho Clown from the moment he entered AAA, and I was a huge fan of his father. Rest in peace. Um, as a kid, I remember watching his dad in the auditorium in Tijuana when I was just a fan. 9, 10, 11 years old, and to see just how this new generation is taking over, and Pagano being his tag team partner is just he's just a crazy guy. He loves to go out there and give it all, it's gonna be very interesting to see how New Day approaches this match because they have a lot on their hands right now.
Yeah, and it's been so fun. You talk about exposing AAA to the entire world. I mean, never in a million years did I think I'd be spending my Saturday watching Triple Mania, but WWE's made it so accessible on YouTube that you're just locked in. And I'm wondering, have I been missing out on this fun my entire life because the show was next level? But then you have superstars like you're talking about in the WWE. I'm thinking about Natalia and the version of Natalia that we saw at Triple Mania. She's on the
Right.
card for Worlds Collide. What do these opportunities do for current main roster stars to maybe have the chance, like Natalia, to show that side of Natty that we got to see at Triple Mania?
Oh, your lucha libre is wrestling. It is worldwide known. You get to learn more of the craft from different countries, and I think that's the beautiful part of this sport. That it's 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 universal, but every style or every country or has their style, their unique taste of what they represent and how they represent it. And I've seen Natalia these last two matches that she's had in AAA. Oh my God, has she stepped up her game? She is learning. Not to mention, she has a great teacher in TJ by her side because to me, he is one of the best in my eyes. Like technician, he's very open minded with how to put moves together when you're talking ground game. So, so I'm sure that Natalia has been learning something from TJ as well. But overall, like her growth has been just amazing. I've enjoyed watching her matches in AAA these last two times that I've seen her.
So Mr. Iguana was obviously a breakout star of AAA, like immediately.
Yep.
All of the American fans just exposed, instantly connected for whatever reason it was with Mr. Iguana. You think Nino Ambergesa is next?
I definitely think he has a lot of potential to
Yeah.
just ride that wave as well with Mr. Iguana. I mean, if you would have seen that card when the first Worlds Collide came to fruition, would you have said Mr. Iguana was the one that's going to stand out? Probably not,
Right.
but he did. And that's because I know the guy personally. He's very passionate. He knows what he wants to get across to the fans. He knows how to connect. He's humble. His feet are flat on the ground. And he wants to learn. He wants opportunity. So it's very exciting to see his growth and for him not to expect it from the first day. So you can see now the excitement in his mind is just twisting and turning. Okay, how do we make this better? So that's what it's all about, how to connect with your fans. But Nino Hamburguesa, to me, I think is probably the next in line.
I think you might be right. However, listen, we haven't even talked about this main event, Ray.
Ah,
What?
Uh-oh.
What? Tell me this.
Sam is a massive Dominic Mysterio fan.
Ray knows. Ray knows.
it's okay.
Tell me this.
Hey, you have the
Yeah.
right.
Thank you. Thank you. What is it going to feel like when you realize that the AAA Mega Championship that Vikingo has defended well, when you realize that a Mysterio is holding that AAA Mega Championship?
Well, uh, first thing or first thought that comes to mind is I never became a mega champion in AAA in the 4 years that I was there. So I honestly, God's honest truth, I give him his props if he overcomes that obstacle. Uh, Another thing that a Mysterio has never done is become double champion, carrying a title from the U.S. and a title from Mexico. So if he were to do that, now I'm gonna have to tip my mask twice to him.
Wow.
Would it be hard? Yes, it would be because I wish he was flat on this ground on Earth and not in Cloud Nine. But overall, Hijo del Vikingo to me is like an unbelievable superstar athlete. Is just on a different level. The stuff that he does with ease is amazing. So I don't know. He's gonna have a tough challenge in his hands. I mean, Dom, Dirty Dom, because again, Vikingo has defended and has been a great champion for the company, but you just never know, right? You never know what's going to happen this Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
If Dominic is
yeah.
able,
What do you mean if?
I mean that's why they have the match.
If.
If Dominic is able to walk out of Worlds Collide as the champion, you just pointed out that he would accomplish two things that no Mysterio has ever done. Are you saying that he could be the greatest Mysterio of all time?
Well, I don't know if two titles define you as the greatest Mysterio of all time. I mean, this is going to happen in one night. I've been doing this for 34 years. Would one night overcome 34 years of career? That's a people question, But again, uh, he will start breaking ground to become potentially the best Mysterio of all time. That is always a big possibility. And if he does it this Friday, then he's just starting getting closer and closer to that goal.
And listen, I mean, Dominic has frustrated a lot of people. He's frustrated you, Megan. Sounds like he's frustrating Ray. Because the thing is, when you talk like you talk when you're Dominic Mysterio, people do. They want you to fail, except he just
Right.
keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. And it's frustrating for a lot of people that aren't on the bandwagon.
It is. It is. And for some reason, for him, it works. He feeds
Yes.
off of that. He leeches off of it. And how he becomes successful, only he knows the true formula. For me, it was always the opposite. My success was always from the chance and the connection with the fans, where I just, if I felt the love, I would just give all the love back. For him is a complete opposite. But hey, each person goes his own way, right?
That's right.
His success is pretty undeniable. I mean, I might have
Very,
to
very undeniable. Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon at some point.
You got to. Everybody's got
Nah, I don't say that.
to. I mean, Ray, when you talk about your career, two of the people that you've been in the ring with that I think is another match, the same way I still, even though we've seen them in the ring together in the Fatal 4-Way at Triple Mania, the idea of seeing Dominic Mysterio and Vikingo main eventing this show, Vikingo, for years now being one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, is nuts. But another match to me that's nuts is the fact that we're getting Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at WrestlePalooza. You've been part of the journey of Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
You've been part of the journey of John Cena. What have you made of John Cena's retirement tour? And what do you think about the fact that we're not long away from WrestlePalooza where we're going to get John Cena and Brock Lesnar?
I'll tell you what. The day I saw John Cena turn on Cody, I was sick to my stomach. I couldn't believe it. But again, I didn't see it coming. So that kind of, I had 50-50 partial feelings on what was going on, because if I didn't see it coming, that means it was done very well. So again, the last match that Cody and Cena had, SummerSlam, was incredible. I really enjoyed it. Me personally, it's very different when you're in the locker room watching the monitors, but when you're at home and you have nobody around and you're just chilling, you're having yourself a drink and you're watching the TV and you're watching uh, the show, you realize things that you don't realize when you're at the arena. So I remember texting both of the Cody and John. I said, "Really good match, guys. I really enjoyed it from home. Congratulations to both of you." Now, Brock is a different beast, though. God damn, Brock is. He doesn't care if you're on your way out or you just came in, or if you're John Cena or whoever it is that you are. You know, Brock is just he's from another planet, and I honestly didn't realize that I was scared of Brock until I stepped in the ring with him for the first time, and I was like, "Damn, this dude is huge." But overall,
Wow.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see both of them, especially on Cena's way out. You know, and I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Really.
Well, I'm excited to see what's the future holds for you, Ray. Do you think that as there's a chance, especially now, are you itching to get to a place where you can wrestle on a AAA show with AAA now being under the WWE umbrella?
I would definitely love that. That's something that I was able to do at one point, right after maybe 2014. I came back to AAA, and again at that time didn't even realize that this was going to happen. And now that it's happening, like I really can't wait for the opportunity to be able to step in the ring and be able to represent both companies that gave me my opportunity in life in my career. So I'm very excited for that day to potentially come.
Is it possible? Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what time looks like and who knows, but you've never held the AAA Mega Championship.
Uh-oh. Sam's fantasy booking over here.
If Dominic Mysterio were to win the AAA Mega Championship, you know, everybody has had these ideas of like maybe one day, maybe mask versus hair, maybe this, maybe that.
Right.
Is there a universe where there's a Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio AAA Mega Championship match somewhere in the universe?
You know, but there never say never, right? Um,
Mhm.
although prior to our match at WrestleMania, a lot of things were happening with the family and how he was stepping over boundaries that uh, he never he never did while he was under our roof, meaning my wife's, my daughter's, and my roof. You know, so that pushed me way too much to the edge, which is why that WrestleMania match happened. I've kind of let things just be bygones. You know, let him do his thing, let me do my thing. But if there comes a time, if he does become mega champion and he gets in my face or he just happens to light that spark up once again, of course there is a huge opportunity for that.
But he's been getting pretty close with El Grande Americano. What do you think of El Grande Americano and how he represents Lucha?
Good question.
I think that El Grande Americano might be that wrestler that came early in the 1930s, or is a descendant from that. That was the first wrestler to bring a mask into Mexico, into lucha libre. So I think that's where the story goes. I think he is uh, he is claiming that he is like the official luchador, El Grande Americano. Overall, he does have talent. I'm not going to deny it. um, is he Mexicano or Latino or Hispano?
Makes it.
Mm, I scratch my head on that one. I don't
Hmm.
know. Has he been corrupted by Dirty Dom? I
Definitely.
mean,
What?
that's what I've been seeing, unless
Yeah,
I'm
me
mistaken.
too.
Um,
This is.
and and I'm afraid to even just go overboard and start coming up with scenarios of what might happen this Friday. But I'm just hoping that it is a clean fight and that El Grande Americano stays out of the way. Let Hijo del Vikingo take care of business with Dirty Dom. And I think that was another thing that I should have mentioned earlier. If Dirty Dom gets this victory over Hijo del Vikingo fair and square, clean, uh, I'll go down on my knees and say, "Hey, congratulations."
But it would have to be clean.
It would have to
Listen,
be clean. That's the only way you have to become the greatest Mysterio of all time.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Eh,
before.
Come on, Sam.
Most of the victories have been clean. But before you go, Ray, I want to ask you, as a fan, not just of professional wrestling, but of sports in general, this is something that we ask a lot of people. If you could get an autograph from any athlete or superstar ever, so you could go into any sport, wrestling, anywhere, any athlete or superstar ever, whose autograph would it be and why?
oh wow, that's a good one. Very good, as a matter of fact. Um, I would have to say, just because my dad was a huge soccer fanatic, and when the World Cup came to Mexico and Argentina won the World Cup there, and they call it the famous God's hand. I would have loved to have gotten an autographed soccer ball from Maradona.
Great answer.
A good one.
Great answer.
Yes, yes.
Well, Friday is the day, September 12th, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So right after SmackDown, wherever you are, you'll be able to watch AAA Worlds Collide on YouTube. It'll be in English and in Spanish.
I love that.
Triple.
Let's go.
Yes.
Both
yes.
languages. Yes.
Both languages. AAA has been doing insane
It's the best.
numbers on YouTube for the last couple shows. Let's keep the trend going. This card is going to be unreal. And Ray, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us about it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I hope I see you guys soon.